This series of films will look at how to evaluate the impact of new approaches you try in your classroom. As a teacher, you will often try out new approaches with your students. Sometimes these are approaches that you have developed yourself, either alone or with colleagues in your school or college. Sometimes they are untested approaches created by other teachers, and sometimes they are adaptations of approaches that have been proven to work elsewhere that you have altered to meet the needs of your students. The purpose of this video, and others in this series, is to support you to evaluate the impact of a new approach from the professional development you have been participating in. However the idea you want to try out has been developed, without robust evaluation, it is not possible to tell whether the new approach is more effective than what it has replaced. By carrying out an evaluation in a methodical way, you can better understand the likely impact of the new approach on learners in your class. This improvement cycle can help you to make evidence-informed decisions in your classroom, implement changes, and understand the impact of the changes you make. Step 1. Decide what you want to improve. Step 2. Decide what you will do differently. Step 3. Plan the change. Step 4. Plan to see if it worked. Step 5. Implement the change and see if it worked. Step 6. Decide what you will do now. You will already have been through steps 1 to 3. You or your school have identified an area for improvement, and through professional development you are attending, you will have identified some possible solutions and considered the things you need to plan for the change in your practice. You will now be at the stage of this cycle where you plan to see if it worked. To answer the question, did it work, you will need to write an evaluation question, plan a fair test, gather data to answer the question, analyse the data, and consider the results. You can then use what you have learnt on your journey around the cycle to decide what to do next. It may be, for example, that the professional development has given you other ideas for new approaches to try. But as we will see through these videos, trying one new approach at a time and evaluating whether or not it works in your context will give you a sustainable way of improving your practice.